Haven't we all been there, just staring at your phone, rereading that same text for the 10th time, trying to figure out if someone is actually into you? It feels like you're trying to crack some kind of secret code. Well, guess what? Today, we are going to crack that code by following one guy's hilarious journey from being totally clueless to finally getting it. So, meet Leo. As you can see, Leo's just completely baffled. He has no idea that the signs have been there all along, practically screaming at him. So today, we're going to dive in and see exactly what our boy Leo missed.
All right, first up, sign number 1. Now, this one is subtle, but wow, is it powerful. It's when someone remembers the tiny little things about you. You know, the details you've probably forgotten you even said out loud.
I mean, look at this. This right here says everything. Maya doesn't just remember that Leo likes chocolate. Nope. She remembers the exact kind he mentioned offhand, like months ago. That's not just a good memory, right? That is somebody paying close attention because they genuinely care. And Leo's reaction? Pure, unadulterated shock. He is so clueless, he can't even process why someone would remember that. This right here, this is our baseline for just how oblivious our guy Leo really is. And it is pretty funny.
Okay, so this next one is really interesting because a lot of the time it's completely subconscious. It's called the mirror effect. And psychologically, it's all about building a connection. It's when someone starts to, without even realizing it, copy your body language.
Just look at this. They are perfectly in sync. Leo's leaning, hand in his pocket, and Maya has naturally fallen into the exact same pose. It's this deep, almost primal way our bodies signal, hey, we're connected, we're on the same page. And where does Leo's brain go? Mimes, of course. He thinks she's a mime. But you can see him testing it, crossing his arms, and when she follows, you see that tiny little light bulb go off. It's the first crack in that clueless exterior. All right, let's move on to something a little less subconscious, a little more direct. We'll call it the proximity pull. See, it's not just about sitting near someone. It's about actively closing that space between you two. Maya is leaning right in, creating this little two-person bubble, making it super clear that he's the only one she's focused on. Now, this is where it gets super fascinating. Some of these signs, you can't learn them. You can't practice them. They are literally hardwired into our biology. And because you can't fake them, they're some of the most honest clues out there. A perfect example, look at the eyes. When we see something, or, someone we really like, our pupils actually get bigger. It's a totally involuntary reflex. Our brains just want to let more light in so we can literally see more of what we're enjoying. And Leo, oh Leo, he sees this fundamental biological sign of attraction and immediately thinks, concussion. He goes right into amateur doctor mode, completely missing the vibe. You gotta love the guy for being concerned, but wow. Just wow. Okay, for our next clue, I want you to look down. They say the eyes are the window to the soul, but honestly, sometimes the feet are way more telling, because where our feet are pointing is usually where our attention really is. And look, Leo's actually starting to get it. He sees that even though she's turned to talk to someone else, her feet are pointed right at him. His little thought bubble here is perfect. She's basically a human compass, and I'm the North Pole. Exactly. So up until now, everything has been pretty much visual, right? Well, sign number 6, this one crosses a huge line. We are talking about breaking the touch barrier. Even those little accidental physical contacts are a massive deal. You know that little accidental brush of the arm, that little spark? It's almost never an accident. It's a test, a way to see how you'll react. But what does Leo's brain do? It goes straight to science class. Static electricity. He is so close. Okay, the psychology behind this next one it's brilliant. It's called the hero test. This is when someone asks for your help of something they could totally do themselves, like opening a bottle. It's not about the help. It's about creating a reason to interact and making you feel capable. And of course, Leo jumps right in. He treats opening this water bottle like he's saving the world from disaster. And you can see what Maya's thinking. She thinks it's adorable, even if he has absolutely no idea what's really going on. Okay, we're at the final sign, sign number 8, and honestly, this might be the most powerful, most revealing one of them all. It all comes down to a single, unguarded moment. What happens right after someone tells a joke?
Seriously, think about it. When you hear something really funny, you laugh. And then what's the very first thing you do? You look at someone else to share that moment. That person you instinctively look at, that's your person.
And here it is, the moment of truth. The whole group is cracking up, but who is Maya looking at? Only Leo. In that split second, his reaction is the only one that matters to her. That's the whole ballgame right there. It's the final, undeniable piece of evidence.
And just like that, all the pieces click into place for him. Wait a second, she's not a mime. She doesn't have a concussion. Her feet aren't just a weird compass. You can literally see the gears turning as he finally connects all the dots we've just walked through. And Maya's reply? It's just perfect. So much relief and affection and probably a little bit of exhaustion in just 3 little words. Finally, Leo, finally, the code has been cracked. So there you have it. 8 signs, the whole crush code, laid out. They can be subtle, they can be hilarious, and a lot of the time they're happening right under our noses. So the real question for you is, now that you know the code, who are you going to be watching?